welcome to Crafty Little Things. I'm Andrea. This is a self-portrait. No, it's not. This is the first, I think it's one of the first, it's not the first, it's one of the first novelty hats. It's definitely the first novelty hat I've made this year for Ben's Beanies, and it's a frog, and it's got, I've still got to sew all these bits on, and I've got to put some tassels on the ear flaps, but it's an ear flap hat, and it's beautiful. It's made using Mariner yarns, which I'll link below. £1.10 for a ball of this beautiful acrylic yarn. It's a DK. The pattern for this is also available on Mariner, so I'll link that below as well. If you came to our if you came to the Ben's Beanies launch, you would have got this pattern free there. It does a frog, an owl, and I think it's a penguin. So cute. So yeah, I'll call that a success. I thought I'd just show you that because I've been working on it since I started it at the launch event, and I just didn't have time to finish it, but now I have finished it. Well, almost finished it. I just need to sew all these bits on, so I thought I'd share that with you. Oh, actually, let me just grab a picture of it, just so I can share it on the group. Another thing I wanted to share was this lovely card I got from the Joy Sets from Becky Parton, all the way from the USA. Thank you, Becky. I'll put that in, I'll take a picture of that as well, so I can put that in the Facebook group and say thank you. Let me just do that again so I don't forget. Lovely card. I love belonging to that group. I'll also link the group below. It's really nice just to get a card just saying have a nice day, or someone's just thought of you. It's really lovely. And speaking of cards, of course you know by the title of this video that we're here to have a look at some more cards that have been sent in. So these ones have come from my crafty friend Fiona, who runs the Joy Sets and all its subgroups and does an amazing job of that. And sometimes we forget that people who run Facebook groups and all the subgroups and arrange events and keep everybody going, and you know that it takes effort to keep a group going. And I've even noticed myself, because I haven't got as much time this year as I had last year, that I feel like this group isn't, you know, the Facebook group for Ben's Beanies isn't really as active or engaging as it was last year. And I know that's because I'm not sort of there all day every day kind of making it happen. So I'm really grateful for those of you that are still ploughing on anyway without that huge motivation from myself. And I do try my best to sort of get on when I can and do what I can. But yeah, Fiona runs the Joy Sets. She has her own blog, but she also has lots of subgroups of the Joy Sets, and you know, she just does a great job of keeping it all going, keeping us all reminded of what we're supposed to be doing, keeping us all in order. And yeah, she's a really good friend and a real inspiration. And she sent this beautiful card to me with some cards for the Ben's Beanies challenge, which thankfully aren't in cello bags. I can put them in cello bags, but that means that I can show you them better without having to take them out. And I can also put the Ben's Beanies stamp on the back. So Fiona sent this card. This one's for me, so I get to keep this one. And it's actually brought a bit of a tear to my eye, to be honest with you, because I've had a really hectic week. But it just says, "Dear Andrew, you and your sister and family are amazing at what you've achieved for dear Ben. What a legacy is left. Die on. Lots of love, Fiona." Fiona, I'm living in Fiona's homeland of Wales, and she's desperately trying to get back. So if you know anyone who wants to buy a house, if you get in touch with Fiona, because she's trying to sell one. So thank you, Fiona. That's lovely. And here's the card that Fiona sent. Sorry, I was just a bit sidetracked there. I just looked behind me because I knew there was someone sitting behind me, but I wasn't sure who it was. It's my daughter who's just come down. Right, so look at this lovely card. Do you know, I get emotional anyway, but this card is making me emotional for a specific reason, and I think Karen will know what the reason is. And I'd love to tell you the reason, but if I start telling you the reason, I'll end up in a floods of tears and a right mess. So I can't tell you the reason, but I will take a specific photograph of this card. In fact, I'm going to do it now, and I'll share it on the group. And when I'm not feeling quite so weak emotionally, I'll explain why this card really has touched a chord, struck a chord with me. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Fiona's really good at really natural, oh look, I've said that and then there's a really natural themed card. She's really good at sort of bringing natural elements into her cards, even if there isn't a natural element, you know, like there's not a real leaf on here, but you feel like there is. And she's not trudged through the forests, you know, finding leaves to stamp, but you feel like she has. Do you know what I mean? She's just really good at adding natural touches, and bringing elements of the earth and nature into her cards. She really is. This is gorgeous. I love it. I'm not sure if this is a paper or a stamp, but it's gorgeous. I have received another, I think it must be a stamp, because I've received another card with that on it as well. Oh, it was very similar. I suppose a maple leaf, you know, is probably a maple leaf, but look again. Lovely, simple card that is. That's got lots of Winker Stella. She's a Winker Stella fan like myself. Beautiful. Love the colours of this one. Fiona's a real stamping fan, so she does, you know, this will be hand stamped. That one would have been hand stamped. That's probably been hand blended as well. It's gorgeous. And even, you know, like the way this ribbon's been frayed, and it's probably an acrylic, a nylon yarn or some ribbon, but actually I don't know, it looks like it could be a cotton, but just because the way it's been frayed and the threads have been separated out, it kind of gives it a feel that it's natural. I don't know, it's just little touches like that. Beautiful. Everyone loves a bit of glitter. That's gorgeous. I wonder if that's a stamp. I wonder if this is a stamp. That looks like it's a stamp in Old Olive. I love it when you can't tell if it's a stamp because it's so good. And usually that's because the person doing the stamping's so good. I mean, and she's done this blending look. This is done herself, so absolutely gorgeous. Love it. Oh. Oh, there we go. Oh, wonderful. Look at that. Now that, I'm assuming what she's done there is, I'm not sure what she's done. I think what she's done is she's used a die cut, and then possibly she's probably done the green sort of sponging on the card. Then she's used a die cut and she's sponged the colours onto it. Then she's took the die cut away and put a new die cut on top. Really clever. Absolutely love it. And green is one of my favourite colours. Absolutely love it. Really lovely. I love this. Amazing. I think Fiona actually bought this from me when I had my stash clearance. It's a lovely stamp and it looks just so lovely in that glittery, and the glittery paper is all different, you know, it's like got lots of different tones to it. It's beautiful, and these little flowers are gorgeous. Just love that. But again, like I say, very sort of natural colours in the honeycomb style going on there. Oh, look at that. That's so cute. I love these little glittery dots. I wonder if she's bought them as stickers, or if, do you know, it even feels like heat embossed glitter. I don't know if it is, or if she's just, you know, used a circle punch. So it's so cute. I love that. I'm gonna have to ask her where that's from. That is just so cute. And I love the little beanie. That is really gorgeous. Oh, look at this one. It's so pretty. I love cards that use lots of layers, and I wasn't very I've never been that much of an ambitious or a daring crafter, but when you just start adding layers and background mats and stuff, it just makes things look so much better. And then there's this one as well. That was definitely a set she got from me, because I love that set and never really used it myself, and yeah, I'm glad to see that she's using it, and the little ribbon is lovely. Fabulous. Thank you so much, Fiona. Absolutely beautiful cards. I'll get those, my daughter can stamp those up on the back and get them in bags for me. And then I received this package from Chris Margaret. I had to check the name then, because I'm never quite sure how to pronounce Chris's surname. She's also one of the Joy Sets card makers. They've really come into their own with helping out with this challenge. And she's put a little note on saying, hope the enclosed help in some small way. I mean, when you think about it, these cards, even if you've got 10 cards, you sell for £2 each, that's £40. That goes, that buys, you know, a couple of hours nursing time for somebody. And that couple of hours might not just be for one person, a couple of people could benefit from that time. So every pound, every card really will make a big difference for the City Hospice. And for the Liver Trust, you know, it means that they can carry on doing the research that goes on into liver health, prevention, cures for liver disease, supporting families with liver conditions, pre and post donation as well, which is important to us. But also the British Liver Trust do a lot of work in terms of raising awareness of liver health, free screening, free scanning, testing for hepatitis C. Now there's so much that's going on that can help prevent liver disease, and liver disease is one of the biggest killers, set to be the biggest killer of people sort of, I think it's between 35 and 45, or 35 upwards, I can't remember the exact bracket. It's a real worry and a real concern, and the donations will help them to carry on their work and to further their work in terms of, you know, just stopping this epidemic almost in its tracks. So yeah, so she says, hope the enclosed help in some small way. These two were gifted to me to use as I wish. So I think that she meant these two cards on the top. So I send them on to you. I'm in awe of what you are achieving and send all good wishes. You're amazing. Love, Chris. I mean, you just can't say thank you enough, can you? And to say that we don't feel like we're amazing for what we do, we just feel like we're doing what we have to do, or feeling what we want to do, really, more importantly, to sort of just keep Ben remembered. But it's always nice to be told you're amazing, isn't it? Who doesn't like that? So thank you, Chris. It's lovely, a real boost. Like I say, I've had a bit of a week, so it's really lovely to hear that. Yeah, so look at this beautiful card. Look at these little cute flip-flops, all glittery, with little diamonds on them, beautiful. This is a gorgeous thank you note. Thank you notes, I think, will go down really well for after Christmas, and that's beautiful. I love that colour. Like I said, green, any green I love. That's gorgeous as well. So your cards don't have to be massive, they can be like little notelets. Imagine getting that on your, in fact I might buy some of these, getting that on your desk from somebody you've made a difference to at work today. That's so pretty. I love that ribbon. It's gorgeous. And the colouring, either she's coloured that or she's cut it out or she's stamped, whatever, it is beautiful. Absolutely love it. I like that thank you as well. It's really nice. This one's gorgeous. Look at the lovely colours, and these lovely little doilies. Oh, it's one big, I wonder where that's from. That's really pretty. I love that. This gorgeous birthday card. Look at that embossing across, like a band of embossing. I've never thought of just doing a band of embossing before. And the flower, look how well built up that is. With lovely glitter in the centre and the little tiny butterflies. It's beautiful. It's a really simple card, that, but you think it's simple, but when you start looking at the elements of it, you think, no, that's taken some time and some thought. Look at this gorgeous background on this Get Well card. Absolutely gorgeous. I love this pin. Sort of stitch detail, it's lovely. Gorgeous colours as well. It's a beautiful card. I love that. That's with a frame on top, because normally you have your mat underneath, but that's really cute. That's gorgeous, that little flower. And there's another one that's similar. It's beautiful. And I've been looking for some good linen cardstock because I just love linen cards. I think they're just really gorgeous. I might ask Chris where she got that from. Another like beautiful building up of flowers there. Do you know what I love? This is something I struggle with. I usually print my sentiment and then I think, oh, it looks lost on there. And I've never even thought of doing this. Putting my flowers or some sort of die cut and layering it around the label. Oh, that's just so cute, isn't it? I love this paper. It's just so cute. And it's another one where it looks like it's matte and laid, but it's not. This is a frame. Oh, there's another one. They're just so cute, and I love these any occasion cards or just because cards. These two are quite similar as well. These would be really nice for a man as well, or a boy. I've stopped speaking because I'm trying to remember where these papers come. These papers are from a Stampin' Up set, and I can't remember which one. I think it's, oh, I can't remember. I think it's one that came out when the tailored tag came out. And the lovely touch like this. These are got a very natural feel to them with the ribbon and the twine. Lovely. This is gorgeous. This is something I've been wanting to try. I saw Fiona do. Oh, it's quite a coincidence that Fiona sent a card with this, and I'm talking about Fiona. But Fiona sent I saw Fiona do a card with this lattice edge, and I'm pretty sure she did a tutorial on her blog, or she shared one somewhere, and I really wanted to have a go and I've just not had a chance, but I'm going to have a go. That's gorgeous. I love it. This gorgeous embossing folder again, and this Crafting Forever housework, whenever. I love this. And I like that this is one stamp, but she's cut it up into pieces. That's a really good idea as well. That's something I don't do. Oh, look at that gorgeous Christmas card. Again, a really natural feel, and that's really subtly covered it in a shimmer. It's absolutely beautiful. It looks like fabric. It's gorgeous. And look at this one. What an unusual Christmas card, and yet how beautiful is it? It's on, there's like a corrugated embossing folder been used to create the back, the base. And then there's a gorgeous silver twine with a silver charm here, and then this has got glitter all around it, but it's a stamped postcard, and the colour is absolutely divine. Love it. Beautiful card. And then this one, again, I know who'd love this card. Fiona would love this card that's from Chris because again it's got Fiona all over it. She loves deer, and it's got this sort of really natural feel to it. Absolutely love it. Very rustic colours. Oh goodness, this is beautiful. Look at that tiny doily, it's so cute. That is just a beautiful Christmas card. I love it. And this one too, look how pretty that is. I love these sequins, like holographic sequins are gorgeous. And then this one, oh look at this. The Mary's die cut out, and so are the snowflakes, but then Christmas is just stamped. That's a great idea. And then this looks like a photograph. Like a photographed image onto, I don't know, that's really gorgeous. And it's got a silver edged envelope too. I love that. It's absolutely beautiful. Oh, Chris has been using this die, and everyone on the Joy sets needs it. It's like, Chris, where have you got that from? You know, it's absolutely gorgeous. And how easy it is to make a stunning card using it. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm loving this linen cardstock. It's gorgeous. And the three red, those rhinestones are gorgeous. They're like berries. They're absolutely beautiful. and here she's used it again, same sort of colour scheme but a different way on, and again with this sort of linen cardstock. I don't know if she's bought the linen cardstock or if she's used some sort of an embossing, I don't think she's used an embossing folder, I don't know. But that is beautiful, and these lovely, they look like ball bearings, they're so silver, so shiny. Absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much. And I like to spend time showing you the cards because they inspire people, and it's definitely inspire me. But I'm just amazed at the attention to detail, and I appreciate anything that anyone makes, that they've taken that time, and I'm glad that they take that time for themselves as well. And if that's something that, you know, I've been hearing about a lot this past week with World Mental Health Day or Mental Health Awareness Day, whatever it was. I've seen loads and loads and loads of stuff, and I've seen loads of stuff at work that's been done, and I was talking to somebody who's involved in an international mental wellbeing project the other day at work, and there's a massive load of evidence to suggest that being creative and artistic is really, really good for de-stressing you, and it's really good for your mental well-being. And to think that, you know, this project, and obviously inspired by Ben, has then inspired people to do something that then in turn benefits their mental well-being, it's one of those knock-on things that we talk about, that we know happen because we hear the stories coming back from people that help out and volunteer. We know how it makes us feel, and then to realise that knock-on effect goes on and on and on and on, ripples out and out and out. It's just mind-blowing how it all began with one boy, you know, and so many people's lives have been affected in a positive way. I don't think, other than obviously the loss of him, which is a major negative, I can't think of any negative impact that he left behind, you know, and that's quite a tribute, isn't it? I mean, you know, I think when I go, I've probably left some negatives behind, let's be honest, but to not have left negative impact and negative energy is a really amazing thing, and to have left all of this positive energy is just, it just blows your mind when you think about it. Anyway, I'm going to go now because I'll start roaring. So yeah, thank you for continuing. If you don't know what Ben's Beanies project or Ben's Beanies 5-card challenge is about, please follow the links below and come and join in. One last thing. If you really are against raising money for charities, some people are, some people just want to help a cause and don't actually want to raise any money for anything, and you really don't want your cards to be sold, then or your hats to be sold, then there won't be. You know, we'll find a way to use them. We'll give them, you know, we could possibly give some to Women's Refuge, people who aren't really going, you know, feeling like going out and buying a load of Christmas cards, but who might want to send a message, people who've been removed from their family and their local communities, who might just want to send a Christmas card at this time, you know, whatever, or just a card to thank someone who helped them get away, or, you know, I don't know, I think we could possibly do something like that with them instead. I'm sure, you know, there are people as well whose children, who, I mean, there's a lot of people living in poverty in this part of the world, and you know, they've probably got children that are coming home from school and they want to send cards to their friends, and they just can't afford it, and so, you know, maybe we can find somebody who can help us give some cards to people like that. So if you really don't want your cards to go to charities to be sold to raise money, just let us know, and they won't be. We fully appreciate that. So I am going now. I think I've said I'm going 3 times, but I'm finally going. So have a great weekend, and happy crafting. I'm going to be doing some, I made some bracelets and earrings recently. I'm going to be making some boxes, some gift boxes specifically for those earrings and bracelets, and I'm also going to be finishing off that hat and finishing off the other hat that I've started. So I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.